Hello, my name is Matthew, and today we're going to be talking about how U.S.-China tensions are reshaping Ohio's real estate market. So, the relationship between the United States and China is more strained than ever. And while that might seem like a geopolitical issue happening thousands of miles away, it's actually reshaping real estate markets in Ohio. From industrial hubs to suburban neighborhoods, the effects are real, and today we're going to be breaking it down. Tensions between the US and China over Taiwan, artificial intelligence, and trade policies are pushing major companies to rethink their supply chains and investments. And that's where Ohio, specifically areas near Columbus, come in. Companies like underwrite, Amazon, and Intel are pouring billions of dollars into infrastructure and facilities, turning Ohio into a critical tech and defense hub. With government-backed incentives and a push for domestic manufacturing, Ohio is becoming a strategic location for high-tech and defense industries. And where these companies go, jobs and real estate demand follow. These companies aren't just bringing any jobs, they're bringing thousands of high-paying technical and engineering positions. The median income for these roles will likely be significantly higher than the state's average salary, which means an influx of well-paid workers looking for housing. That drives demand for both home purchases and for rentals, pushing prices higher and making certain neighborhoods prime investment opportunities. This kind of wage growth in concentrated area can lead to rising property values, new developments, and shifts in rental markets. Investors who position themselves early in high-demand areas can benefit from appreciation and increased rental income as these workers move in. So, that's a lot of information. And how can you as an investor capitalize on this? If you have access to $50,000 to $250,000 in capital, here's how you should approach real estate investing in Ohio. Now, if you heard that and go, $50,000 to $250,000, man, I need to sell a kidney, right? Don't worry, there is a realistic way to do this without having money like that. Obviously, that's a lot of money. And I'm gonna be creating a separate video on actually underwriting a house in Ohio, in Pickerington, which is where Anduril is going to be creating their factory. And I'm going to go through all that. I'm going to explain how you can kind of get into that without having capital like this. One, you should contact real estate agents. You need to build relationships with local agents who understand the market and ask about upcoming developments and off-market deals. Two, you should contact property management companies. Get insight into rental demand, vacancy rates, and realistic cash flow expectations. Three, something that I like to use a lot when looking at markets are interactive crime maps. You can check property and violent crime ratings to identify safe investment zones. And this is more a tip for someone like me. I'm based in Los Angeles, California. I don't know Columbus, Ohio, or some of these areas like Pickerington, Ohio. I've never been to them. So it's very hard for me to get a gauge on what they're like without one, talking to agents, two, using these crime maps, and talking to management companies, like I said earlier. So all that stuff can help you get a better gauge on it, but won't ever replace actually just knowing the areas. Four, evaluate market value. So you're gonna have to compare home prices, rental yields, and economic trends to find undervalued properties. Five, underwriting the deal. This is when you run the numbers, ensure your purchase aligns with long-term growth, rental income potential, and appreciation trends. By doing this, you're not just buying a house, right? You're making a calculated investment based on economic shifts that are already in motion. Now, while individuals like you and me are making moves, the big money, developers, hedge funds, institutional buyers are playing at a whole different level. They're targeting entire neighborhoods, commercial zones, and industrial parks. These players have data, influence, and most importantly, they have massive capital behind them. But that doesn't mean that small investors can't win too. The key is to follow trends, understand what's happening, and position yourself ahead of the curve. I will be making a separate video just exploring what some of these projects look like, especially in this Ohio real estate market. I find it super interesting, and I hope you guys do too. So yeah, I'll make a video for that. So what does this all mean for Ohio? More jobs, rising home prices, increased competition for real estate, and battle over land ownership. Whether you're a homeowner, investor, or just somebody who's interested in where all this is headed, one thing is pretty clear: Ohio's real estate market is at the center of a much bigger global shift. What do you think about how foreign shifts are affecting a seemingly unrelated economy like Ohio's? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And guys, if you have any questions on anything real estate related and how it works, I am more than happy to make videos on them and answer them to the best of my ability. So drop a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real estate insights. Thank you.